So on the next blank page, we are going to use our ruler, and let's just take the HB pencil for right now. And I want to draw some boxes. And so I want these boxes, I'm going to have 2 boxes. They're going to be 2 inches square. So that's 2 inches. I'm going to leave a 1/2 inch in between. I'm going to make another 2-inch line. And then I'm going to make them square, so I'm going to put a 2-inch line down that way, 2 inches down that way, to make a 2 by 2 inch square. Try to get the lines straight. I didn't give you a triangle to make them really straight. Just do your best. We're going to start on this first box here, and we're going to make a line from corner to corner, a diagonal line. Still using my HB pencil. It doesn't really quite matter at this point. And then what we're going to do is on one side of the line, we're going to go from dark in this corner to gradually lighter. And you want it to kind of fade away. This is called a gradient. Some people call this kind of like when people were dyeing their hair ombre, right? So from dark to light. So the top one's going to go from dark to light, and the bottom one's going to go from dark down here to light. And you can see here is a finished one. And we're really trying to blend in the pencil there, and so you go over multiple layers. So starting at the top corner, on the top part here, I'm going to use my 2B because that is my darkest pencil that I have in my kit. And I'm going to start filling that in with a heavy pressure and then starting to lighten that up. You'll notice I kind of go in like a fan direction. I kind of fan it out. But also I am going to go over it in a separate direction in a little bit. So I'd like you to draw along with me. And then when I get to a lighter area, as I go down, I'm going to switch now to my HB pencil. And then I'm pushing lighter on my HB pencil as I go towards that corner. And then I can switch to my 2H pencil. And if you push too hard on the 2H pencil, you really get pencil lines that are, and you can erase, right? There's nothing saying that if you make a mistake, you can't erase. If you make a really big mistake, just draw another one over here. This is just our practice. But you can see I went one way with my pencil going more horizontal and kind of fanned out. Now I'm going to go vertical. So I'm going to go back over it a second time. With vertical lines. So you definitely want more than one layer to kind of blend it in. You don't want there to be a stop and start in values. You want it to be like a continuum. So it's a smooth transition. So that is hard. That takes practice. So this is one of your practices for that. Okay, I'm going to switch over to my HB And then switch over to my 2H, and you can see that I'm layering. I'm really trying to get it smooth. See if I can prop it up here a little bit more and focus it for you. It's so hard with the glare. So the other half of the box here, we're going to have our gradient go the other way. So I'm going to start with my 2B down here. I'm going to put down a heavy layer of graphite. Going over it a couple of times. Lightening up. As we go here. Switching to my HB pencil, and like I said, if you get little lines that you need to erase, just work, erase as you go. That wasn't really a big deal there, but I just wanted to show you again how you can erase as you go. And then I'm switching to my HB pencil here. And we are really trying not to have our pencil lines. So to do that, each pencil line is really close to the next one. And I'm using the side of my pencil, not really using the tip at all. And then switching to my 2H pencil, if I can find it. Going back over and getting some more layers on here. You can see I try not to have a definite place, a line where the value changes. It's just more of a smooth transition. There are some lines in here, and I can work on that. Going over them and breaking that line up. But the idea is more that it is a smooth transition. The next box we're going to use that quarter, or you can use a pop bottle cap, and we're going to put it right in the middle. And then you're just going to use your HB pencil, and you're going to trace it. And then we need a smaller circle in here. So you can either, kind of up at the top, so you can either just draw it in, or there is holes if you have a notebook piece of paper, right? Like that's punched, maybe in your notebook. I don't know if you have any from any other classes, and you can just put that there and use it as a little circle to draw around. The circles do not have to be perfect. Okay? And we are going to do different gradients in each one of these. So the little circle is going to go from dark to light, from the dark at the top to the light at the bottom. Then the bigger circle is going to go from dark at the bottom to light at the top, and then the bigger square, or the square, is going to go from dark at the top to light at the bottom. So I think it's easier if we start with the smallest circle, and that one you're going to go dark at the top and lighter towards the bottom. And I'm just using, right now I'm using my HB pencil, but I'm going to switch to my 2H down here at the bottom. And then I'll go to my 2B up at the top. I don't know if you can see that in the projection here. Again, try not to have there be a line. It's so little, so it's kind of hard. And then you can just go on to the next one, the next part. So the bigger circle is dark at the bottom. So I'm taking my 2B and I'm kind of following that curve. And then getting straighter. So when I get up here to the lighter, I'm really using that 2H pencil. And if there's any little pieces of eraser, they'll make little marks if you draw over them. So really get those out of the way. And don't forget to go the other direction. So first I went horizontal, first I went horizontal, then I went vertical. I'm trying to blend it, so I'm not seeing a line where one value starts and one value stops. It's something we're practicing. I don't expect you to have it perfectly down. But you really can't see much of the paper except for in that really light area. You might see a little bit of the paper. And then the box around it is like that first circle. So it's going to be really dark at the top. So I'm going to switch to my 2B pencil. And then I'll switch to my HB pencil, go back up a little bit. And then bring it down a little further. Then use my 2H pencil to get the really light values. And I'm really going over the edge, but I'm confident that I can erase. And so I'm not quite satisfied yet. You don't want to just do one layer. You want to get a couple of layers. You want to get a really nice smooth transition of values. Let's see, the next part of this is we're going to make a smaller composition using the rest of the paper. So I'm just going to kind of clean up my paper here if I have any little smudges. And I'm going to have you guys make a rectangle that is 7 inches wide, and I'm just using my HB pencil here, 7 inches wide and 5 inches tall. Let's go ahead and make this box down here. Even if you're not done with the things above, go ahead and switch to making this box. It's 7 inches from here to here, and it's 5 inches from here to here. So I've already started one of these compositions here, and what you do is you write your name, or you can write your initials. You need at least 3 letters. And if you have a really long name, you definitely would want to do your initials. I did 4 because my name's Kate, so you know, 5 might be good. And the idea is that you first draw the letters from top to bottom. They literally touch the bottom and the top part of the box. Okay? And every single section is going to have a gradient, just like we did here. Okay? And the gradients can go from dark to light, from bottom to top, from left to right, from right to left. Let's see, right to left, left to right, top to bottom. Okay, and you should switch them so they go all different ways. And like I'm even going to do a gradient right in here. Okay, so the entire thing in this composition is going to be filled with smaller sections of gradients. Here I have a T for Kate, but I didn't really even draw the top. I just put a line down here. And for the E, I did put kind of a little bit thicker lines there. So I guess I could, for the T, put just a little bit thicker. But if it's like a T, an F would be the same. An F would probably look just like this. I, L would just be a line down. You don't have to draw the bottom line. I'm just thinking of them. Okay, so you draw and then you just start to put in your gradient. And this is not homework. We're just going to do this for the rest of class. And then we're going to pick this up next class. So this is not homework. Okay.